Everyday chat and chart live during the New York session. Here, real traders share the raw truth, their mindset, technical analysis, and execution. This is where real traders show their skill set. Welcome to Tradin TV. This is your stage to shine.
Hello, hello, hello. How is everyone doing? Hope everyone is doing absolutely amazing. Hope everyone is doing great. I know I'm doing great. I'm on 6 hours of sleep, but I am doing absolutely amazing. Came back from a trip last week. Today's Monday. I do have to say I have already traded. And I'll show you the trade. But yeah, how is everyone doing? Hope everyone is doing well. I do know that there's a little bit of a delay here on stream, which is fine. It is what it is. We have to live with it. So, how is everyone's week? Has anyone taken any trades? Let's hear it. Why am I getting angry when the market is at all-time high? I don't know why it triggered. Well, you have no idea how to trade all-time high. That's why you get triggered. No, I just continue trading when it's at all-time high. I do have to trade when it's all-time high because I trade NQ. Right now, I'm in a trade of something that is at all-time high. So that is also a point. So, and I guess some of you probably already know what it is. It's a swing trade. Keep that in mind. Not something that's going to be ridiculous. And it quickly can turn around, to be fair. It's on the type of pair that you know it probably just going to fucking turn around in, in a couple of minutes. Barely stopped out on a EU. Was this a short, a long? I mean, your community of Discord, fucking amazing. Let's go, Piotr. Buy strong. Long on gold, Yogi. Sushava, what's up? Okay. Let me share my screen. I shall share everything. Let's go. Now, this is a trade that I'm currently on. It's like it was actually a larger stop. This wasn't really the stop. Like my stop is large. It was a swing trade. Not putting a lot of risk behind in size. I don't usually trade gold, but it's just looking so damn good that I decided to indeed long. Problem. I wanted to long below the market open. But the market just moved higher. So there was no opportunity to long below market open. Because if I would have longed below market open, right now we would have been running around 6R. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, that is the trade that I'm on. Bias is bullish. Give me a second. I'm looking at some very, very amazing things for this week. I personally believe NQ, if it does not start showing any sort of bearishness at market open, that we will just continue going towards all-time high. EU, I think that this is all just manipulation for the market to eventually move lower, just like it happened last week. I don't know if you saw, but I did a day in the life on Saturday. I did a day in the life on Saturday, and I entered in a trade on GU, one trade, one win. It is what it is. Like, very quick. Yeah, sure, a little bit of drawdown there, but eventually market just ended up going to full take profit. So yeah, I think goal is 4,000. I'm going to be honest. I think that's my target. Gold at 4,000. But here's the one thing. When gold hits 3,900, it will be already great profit. Maybe I'll take half a percentage. Gold isn't. How do you see gold in a sell? Listen, oh my God. What? I don't get it. How do you see this? And you're like, you know what? I'm going to short it. You know what? I know that over the last 35 days, only 2 candles finished nicely bearish. But I think this is the one. I think this is the time where gold is crashing down to $3,000. What? What do you mean? How is that something that even crosses your mind? I don't get it. I seriously don't get it. Yeah, damn. Oh my God. And the thing is, like, sure, let's say we move lower from here. Let's say we do move lower from here and I get tagged out for a break even. It's like, sure, you're still losing against the overall trend. You're mega losing. Like, I seriously have no idea how someone can look at this and be like, yep, this is bearish. And don't tell me it's like, oh yeah, but we have a 3-touch ascending channel. No, we don't. Okay, we do, but come on. Like, you can't hate yourself that much that you look at this and you're like, no, we're definitely moving bearish from here. Like, gold is not in a sell. Okay. Let's think about it the other way around. Okay, let's think about it the other way around. There is a point in gold being in a sell. There's the possibility of gold being in a sell. And I'll show you what that possibility is right now. Okay? This is gold in a sell. This is the only way gold is a sell, is if you invert the chart. That's the only way. You invert the chart, you invert the colors, then yes, I will give you that. Gold is in a massive sell. But besides that, where do you see it? I don't get it. I don't get it. Oh my God. And hey, and this is to say, let me say this. Me being in a buy, it doesn't mean that this trade is going to be a win. But keep in mind that even if I get tagged out for break even, even if I get tagged out for break even, that still does not mean that gold is in a sell, right? Because this doesn't mean that gold is in a sell. You might have a short scalp, which we did here on stream, but calling gold being in a sell is, oh my God, is wild. That is just wild to me. I have to say. God damn. That was some wild. That caught me off guard. He caught me with energy, off guard, saying that the most bullish thing right now is in a, like, there's literally nothing more bullish than gold right now, right? Let's look at Ethereum. Doesn't look more bullish than gold. Let's look at US 500. It doesn't look more bullish than gold. Let's look at US 30. Doesn't look more bullish than gold. Let's look at NQ. Even though all of these things that I showed you are massively bullish, they're still not more bullish than gold. Maybe S&P though. Let me see. Nah. Well, if you zoom out for sure. But from 25th of April, my God. This is so insane. 35% return in half a year is insane. But yeah, personally, I think EU is in a sell. GU is in a sell. DXY is in a buy. We have internal range liquidity right here, right now. Now, keep in mind, for example, even though I'm saying this, notice how in every single on every single one of these days of last week, which was this. So this was last week on GU. Even though this was my analysis for the whole week, this is what I forecasted for the week. I only executed on this day. And the reason why is because I don't try to front run the move that I forecast. I execute when the move comes to me. So notice, the whole pullback happened. I still thought it was bearish. Then we close bearish. Notice how you have, by the way, guys, listen, I'm not joking when I say that the fact that you have access to this type of knowledge for free on YouTube, you 100% have to take advantage of it. These things that I'm saying, even though they are free, you still have to pay attention. And you're not going to give it any value because it's free. But you still do your best to take value from this. Even though for the full week I was bearish, I allowed a 75 pip move to happen without me. 75 pip move to happen without me. And even then, in one day, I was able to catch one trade, one win, 2R. So, a lot of people were literally trying to call a high, took one loss, took two losses. Then let's say that they took two wins, right? Two 2R wins. So they took 2 losses. Monday, Tuesday, loss. Right? So there's 2 types of people. Monday took a loss. Right? Loss. Tuesday took a loss. So this is person number 1. Took a loss on Monday because they were trying to short. Took a loss on Tuesday while trying to short. Took a win on Wednesday. And let's say it was a 2R win, right? And they took a 2R win. This is -1. This is -1. Oh, fuck. So now, on Thursday, they took a win, another win, and it was a 2R win. So this person had 4 trades, 2 losses, 2 wins, 50% strike rate. Result plus 2R, right? This was the result for the week. This is person A or trader A. 4 losses, 2 losses, 4 trades, 2 losses, 2 wins, 50% strike rate, result plus 2R. Trader B waited for the market to show where the high of the market is. Where is it? Is it the fair value gap? But is it this one or is it this one? But is it this fair value gap? Is it this fair value gap? Is it this order block? Is it this order block? Is it this inverted fair value gap? Is it this extreme order block? Like, where's the market going to? I don't know. What do I know though? Is that my bias for the week is that I expect the market to sweep this low. So do I need to call the high and take the market all the way towards the low? No. I can just wait for the market to show me where the high is, and that is done with the market shift. And you execute on the power of 3 on the next day. And that's trader B. And trader B takes 1 trade, 0 losses, 1 win, 100% strike rate, and his result is plus 2R. Now, let me ask you one thing. Let's go to the chat. Would you rather be trader A or trader B? Which one would you rather be? I'll be waiting a little because I know that there's a little bit of delay. But would you rather be trader A or trader B? One trade. I think the answer is pretty clear. And I think you were able to understand exactly what trader I want to be. Right? Listen, this is the thing. Trader B, trader B, trader B, trader B. Someone says trader A. 1, 2, 3, 4 people saying trader A. You would rather have, goddamn, trader B, trader B, trader B, trader B. Everyone will say B, but let's be honest, the most of us are day traders and they need the adrenaline. It's true. Most people, even though you're answering trader B, you probably are trader A. But the reason I'm doing this is very, very simple. Because I know that this is what happens, right? I know that a lot of people are going to be trader A, and that's fine. Again, you can see you'll still be profitable. I know, by the way, I don't understand why anyone is saying that you want to be trader A. Like, I think you should probably look up some fucking gambling problem things. Like, why would you rather have 2 losses and 2 wins with the same exact result as someone that takes 1 trade? Okay. Fucking sure. Like, I know that most traders are going to be trader A, but I want to show you what I learned after 6 years of trading. After 6 years of trading, that I was trader A, how I then turned into trader B. I lost the FOMO of wanting to call this high. I have to call this high. No, if the market goes without me, I need to find a way. I need to find a way. Because let me share exactly why trader A is more likely to be unprofitable. For 2 reasons. First of all, is simple. If you have a lower strike rate, even though you might be profitable, the likelihood of you being profitable is smaller because the mistakes happen when you have a lower strike rate, right? The overtrading is going to happen. Let me think. The overtrading is going to happen. The over leveraging when you are in drawdown, the blown accounts, all of them happen to people that have small strike rates. And I know that that's why you struggle, by the way. Anyone that is here in the chat that has below a 40% strike rate, I know you struggle a lot. It's true. The reason why trader A faces so many difficulties, number 1, is that. Number 2, trader A then gets caught in these conditions, right? Trader A ends up getting caught in the worst possible trading conditions. And that's why they lose so much. Because trader B looks at this and they're like, market isn't really showing me a specific direction, so I'll just move away. Like, there's a huge range. No joke. Like, you guys can see, I started live streaming with Tradin in beginning of August, if I'm not mistaken. Like, 4th of August was possibly my first one. And then for the then here on, you can, like, this is all recorded and posted on the Tradin stream. You can see what I thought about gold on the 4th of August. And you can see what I thought about gold on, let's say, even when it started moving up on the 1st of September. You can see what what I saw in those, because in one I was like, I don't know. 1st of September, I was already like, yep, this is bullish. Yep. So that's really it. That's why trader A struggles so much. Is because trader A suffers with a lot of the negatives that come with a small strike rate. Such as, let me see if I can find it here. I should be able to find it. I don't think I will. Can't find it. I wanted to find the whole thing of the probability of a losing streak and the size of the losing streak depending on your strike rate. But I don't have it here. Oh, yep, I don't have it here anymore. So yeah, does that make sense? And does anyone have any questions regarding this exact thing that we just talked about? How do you put your stop loss when you decided to take a trade in NQ, EU, and GU? I protect it with 3 PD arrays, which means 3 key levels. XX, are you blind? Are you absolutely blind? Yeah, same time frame PD array. Do you mind me asking how long it took you to adapt to NAS? Less than 3 months. That is exactly what I'm going to talk about tomorrow, by the way, on the webinar. How much do you risk per trade on evals? All the drawdown available. Be it on funding ticks, which again, code Kimmel always gets you the best discount. I think, by the way, that with code Kimmel, now you even get 35% off, which is better than what is overall available. How do you manage the stop loss mid trades? I do the same thing of the 3 PD array protection. So on this one, it doesn't count because it's a swing trade. If it tags me out for break even, it is what it is. But this is the type of trade where if I expect it to run a lot, like if I wanted to run a lot, I have to give it way more room. So I wouldn't manage it on the particular time frame that I'm in. So I would just let this go and eventually like I'll manage it. Like I removed risk because I know how gold is. Like gold now, someone Trump farts and all of a sudden like gold drops $30 and I would take the loss. So like I don't want that to happen. Is a 100K funding pips 2-step enough to change? Oh, for sure. How many day beginners can pass a prop firm test after you got that accuracy of 70? That question is wrong in so many ways. How do you go with the max drawdown? We have 40% consistency rule. Well, I go with max drawdown and I target the 40% consistency rule with like a 0.3 risk to reward trade or 0.2. Oh, sorry, 0.4. Because at the end of the day, like, listen, I don't care about evals. Like, I will blow an eval. I will not think about it because I have enough funded accounts that I make money on. So I don't care about an eval. Obviously, if you don't, then you have to approach it differently. Because if the money matters to you, then obviously you have to approach it in a different way. How do you navigate through sideways conditions? I don't trade sideways markets. Why would you? Low time frame on GU. I don't know. Like again, GU. Just as I mentioned before, I don't really care about what GU is doing. I want it to move bearish, and only then will I be bearish. And once it moves bearish, I will be bearish. Oh, fucking NEQ looks beautiful. NEQ looks amazing. Let's see. Is this going to be a break even? Something tells me that this is going to be a break even. I'll enter FTP soon in contact with Miguel. Let's go. Miguel is sick. Miguel, I've met him multiple times, obviously, uh, and he was the first person that he was one of the first people to join, and then he was like, "Yeah, I've gotten like at the time 30 grand in payouts," and I was like, "God damn, let's go." How many opportunities do you get on NAS? About 20 a month. How do you know that it's a liquidity sweep or a breakout after sideways markets? It depends on the narrative behind. Like we talked about this in the last live stream. What is a liquidity sweep? What is a market structure shift? Depends on the narrative behind the daily chart or the weekly chart, right? On the direction of the market. Premium and discount doesn't work. And yes, we should not trade until you find a clear direction. It's definitely like this fair value gap literally is the last thing holding it back, and this will not hold it back. This is very likely going to be a. The fuck is that? What the fuck? Don't want to spoil it, but this was my best month in funded. Let's go. Oh my god. I only trade New York and NQ. Let's see, maybe this fair value gap does hold. And if it does, it's not because of the fair value gap, it's because of the order block for sure. We'll see. Gold is a type that taps me out for break even and then just absolutely rips. I remember this happened the last time that I traded gold. I don't remember where it was, but I entered in a beautiful trade. And then it just quickly, like I'm not joking, in within 15 seconds, oh, sorry, maybe 15 minutes, it went to my break even. And then just when I checked back, it just absolutely ripped. Like insane. Surjit, are you? Oh my god! I swear to God, if I get any more stupid comments, oh my god! Fucking just look at gold. Look at the daily chart. Where is it going to go? Like, what else do you want? Oh my god! It's insane. Oh my god! What do you do when you realize you missed the first chance of entry since you're trading the 1 minute chart? There's multiple opportunities in a market that moves, like multiple. You have reversal trades, you have continuation trades, you have multiple ways to execute. Like I execute on something called market maker models, and market maker models offer you at least 3 trades every single time that our trades that our edge appears. So that's more than enough. Are you planning to do an in-person meeting in Portugal in the next month? Definitely next year. This year we'll still go to one other country because I've done 2 in Portugal. Why are you entering directly into trades? Because limit orders are stupid. What do you think about 2% a month consistently? Well, what do you think about $200,000 a month? Would that be enough for you? $200,000? Or do you think it's not enough? Or let's say $20,000. Would $20,000 be enough for you? Would you be able to live on $20,000? Because if so, then I think it's good. Perfect, great. And it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good, Miguel. It's gonna be very, very good. I'm very excited. What else do we have? Yeah, so this is moving higher. We've swept the highs now. So let's see. Gold, pound dollar once again, way more bearish than EU. So if I execute on any trades on FX this week, it will 100% be on GU because it will be shorts. But we'll see. I have to see very particular price action to ever be interested in executing. I'm gonna be honest. I've never traded DAX. No. Depends if one is renting a nice condo in Lisbon. God, I don't know what condo it is that 20K wouldn't be enough. Do you know who's your youngest trader in FTB? I think it's 18. I think it's 18. Well, it can't be younger than 18. So Miguel, if you are younger than 18 legally, you'll have to say that you're 18. Hey, and legally, this is a joke. Legally speaking, this is a joke. How's DAX looking though? Like, and why is there German 30 and German 40? Fucking pisses me off. DAX is 40, right? And I want the DAX futures. FDAX. If you trade any indices, okay, if you trade any indices, I 100% recommend you looking into futures, into the futures charts of the indices. Oh, damn. I have this fair value gap marked out for a long time. But I do think it does look like it's... Ugh. Oh my God, I seriously dislike Europe to invest. Why would anyone invest in Europe? I don't get it. It's like the worst place to ever conduct business. It looks like, gun to my head, definitely I would long, but I wouldn't do anything here. It's just going insane. God damn. My best investment over the last this year, well, besides Pokemon, was Google, up 54%. That is very nice. Go back to gold, see where this is. Are we reacting from that fair value gap? Oh my god, I coded the algo. Oh my god. Nice, let's go. I don't know, do you more clear tomorrow? Marcy gave you perfect feedback about FTB. Nice. Marcia is an insane trader too. I know that she's here, but I would say this on live Q&A too, so people really have to, with all due respect, you guys have to shut the fuck up about gold. Like, I'm on gold. I'm literally in a trade on gold. I go to any chart and people are like, oh, fucking gold. It's like, chill out. There's more things to trade than gold. There's so many better pairs than gold. What about NQ? I think NQ is looking primed. NQ is looking what I call fucking primed to go higher. Fuck. That is just beautiful. We have internal range liquidity here. Oh my god. This looks just beautiful. Internal range liquidity. Extreme right here. External. I don't like external range liquidity though. Like, I wouldn't target these highs. I would target like here. If I enter in a trade today, this is going to be my target. Oh my god, that looks beautiful. This looks beautiful. We're reacting out of the extreme a little bit. Yeah, next target 100% is this order block. How many handles is it until there? 75. Okay, not a lot, but enough, I would say. EU moving higher. Geo moving higher. Okay. Let me bring fucking gold here. Just for a little bit. I'll even add the EU section. I'll add it as a ew. Disgusting. Oh my god. Oh damn. So actually, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna put a alarm on gold futures 4 grand, not shall. Because this is the thing. While you guys might think, oh, gold hasn't hit 4K because shall USD is 815, it doesn't matter. This chart doesn't matter. This chart is fake, right? This chart that you're seeing right now is a derivative So it's just mimicking what this chart is doing. So if you want to see the real price of gold, you see it in the futures chart. It's GC. You look up GC and you'll see the real price of gold. So if you're like, oh, I'm targeting 4,000, don't target 4,000 on Xiao, target 4,000 on GC, because else you're going to get left behind. Gold or NASDAQ for a beginner? NASDAQ for sure. Tradin is always running giveaways. Oh my God, that's fucking beautiful. Just have to stop myself from executing. Gold new entries. I swear to God, if I have the power, I would 100% block so many people. It's insane. Yeah, David, I would still enter in continuations. Even if there's no manipulation. I would rather it have manipulation, but if there's no manipulation, I would still enter. What advice would you give to 18-year-old Kimmel and why? Trading advice would be focus on direction, because if you master the direction of the market and you don't try to fight against your direction, you will win. That's trading. Think about life. What life advice would I give to my 18-year-old self? Well, I saw this one thing. I saw this quote. It was on a reel. Fucking loved it. Which is, no matter how much money I have, you are richer than me because you have time. Time that I'll never get back. Right? Now, so that is one of the things that you have to take most advantage of is time. I would say, I don't know how you are in personal life, but I would say don't go out clubbing. I never did. after I was 18. Don't go out clubbing. Don't spend on useless things until you have enough money to spend on useless things, which is literally what I did. And then 4 years can completely change your life. Because in 4 years, you're going to be, let's say, 22. In 22, by the way, people only stopped saying, what the fuck? You are X age? When I was 24, last year. Last year is when people stopped saying, oh, what? You are this age and you're doing this? That was the last time that people said it. So that means, because I always thought about, when are people going to stop saying this? I always appreciated it. When are people going to stop saying this? And now I know it's like 24. That's when people stop saying it. So I will say this. Always apply, if you want a mentor, always apply what he says and go back to him with the feedback. Like, we're talking any person that you know that is very successful and you ask him for a tip. The one thing you're going to do is you're going to do that as soon as you can. And like, I'm not joking. My first mentor I had at 18, because he told me do this. And I was like, okay. 3 days after, I told him I've done it. This was my these were my results. This is what I thought about it. This is how much it helped me. So that's how you attract a mentor. And then it's like, just listen to people that are more experienced than you. And then yeah, it's like, just know the next 3 years of your trading can completely change your life. Like, 3 years of life can completely change everything. In my life changed in 3 years, from 19 until 22. Like 22 is when I started, until I was 21, like I had nothing to show for. But then when I started turning 22, that's when I started having something to show for. And only now at 25 is it like, oh, okay, that's some good things. Nice. Just a greedy streamer who baits people to think he knows too much. See, this guy, Business Lens, is the biggest piece of shit person that exists in the fucking world. Like, this guy, the Business Lens, is like, this is the type of person that should be fully banned from the stream, because you're a worthless guy. You're worthless. Right? You provide no value to society, no value to your life, no value to anyone else's life. But you're out here in the comments, oh, look him, it's just a greedy streamer who baits people. Shut the fuck up. You are stupid, right? So just keep that in mind as you keep commenting. You're absolutely worthless. You've provided nothing. The only thing you're doing is commenting now, right? Which is worthless. You're not even fucking asking something that provides help to other people. You're just saying something out of your ass. So there you go. That's who you are. Okay? I want you to rewind this last minute and put that into your mind, that this is who you are. What I said right now, this is who you are. You're even hiding. You don't even say your name in your channel because you're too afraid. You don't show your face because you're too afraid, right? You're too afraid that we see who you are. Keep that in mind. You're hiding behind the screen, right? Keep that in mind. You're hiding behind the screen, behind a keyboard, right? And the only reason why this hit me this way is because I was actually thinking about some actual real advice that I would actually give to my younger self. And then you say these type of things with no value whatsoever. You're worthless. You're never going to buy anything from me because you have no money. You're never going to provide value to the stream because you have no value. So this is the thing. This is the type of people that instantly would be banned from blocked on Instagram, banned on YouTube. I would never see anything anymore from you. Okay, back to value. Sorry. Uh, sorry, I do this in every single stream. I fucking hate it when people are too entitled to think that they're able to that they say something like this, and everyone's just be, haha, this guy fucking commented this, and it's so true. No, you're being held accountable. I'll call you a piece of shit if you are a piece of shit. I don't care. So now we're just waiting for market open on NQ, EU. You're just waiting for this to reverse back down, or this is the thing. You either wait for this to reverse back down or show you incredibly signs of bullishness, because then you can actually long. Because this is what some people sometimes don't understand, is that let's say that my bias is bearish for the week, right? If my bias is bearish for the week, what I expect is something like that, right? This is what I would expect. From here, let's say that the market moves bullish. Look, I haven't lost anything so far, just as we've seen from trader A versus trader B. I haven't lost anything so far, so the market can do this, and I'll still have no losses, but also no trades, which is fine. Because as long as you have the direction, you just wait for the market to show you, okay, actually, I want to go long. The market says, oh, actually, I'm going long. Technical analysis shows you it wants to go long, and you just execute on the longs. We have previous day high right here. Does that go in line? It definitely goes in line with the internal range of liquidity, right? Yeah, of course. Okay, let's see. When market opens, the high time frame PD array that I'm going to be looking for is likely going to just be this order block. If the market comes towards this order block, I'll just be wanting to see quick reaction out of here, and then I'll be longing. Now, what I would also like to see is like, I would actually not like to see that much. Well, it can happen, but it would have to be mega quick. Like, it would have to be such a volatile market open, which is the market moving very bearish very quickly towards this area and then quickly reversing. Now, question. Some of you know the answer. Question. Why do I want it to be that quickly? Like, no joke, 20 minutes, market open, massive dump, massive pump. It's because in 1 hour, meaning 30 minutes after the market open, the 4-hour candle closes. And because of that, I don't want to see this candle being bearish, because that reduces, I don't want to see that candle down here because it reduces the probability of the longs happening, right? No, not of the longs happening, but of us being able to call the low being as effective, right? I think right now this was a break even. Not yet. Not yet. Good damn. It's listen, this is gold right now. Okay? This is gold right now. No, I swear. I'm not gonna boop. This fucking pumps. That's gold right now. It's gonna fucking tag me out and then just go. Seeing NQ moved overnight without manipulation, and today no news Monday. I fully don't care about no news Monday, by the way. Oh, I just did the analysis on NQ, so perfect. We'll talk more on the meetup either way, Miguel. so it's fine. If you have to choose, because maybe I'll think about it a little bit more. If you have to choose futures for, you know what? I might have to like take almost like a full day, because probably next week I'm just gonna be way more chill. Um, I'll probably just write all of that out. If you had to choose futures or CFD firms, what would you choose as your second prop firm? Funding pips and funding ticks, always with code Kimmel. If they would put the same amount of effort and time, but in trading, they would be 100%. Apart from Chart Fanatics is the best trading YouTube channel. Yeah, bro. A live stream every single day is wild. Multiple live streams a day. Trading is insane. The Genesis. Oh my god. Do you know Pepfar? I've never really looked into them, to be honest. I don't really look into new prop firms. And then like now I'm gonna be honest, guys. Now we have established prop firms like such as Funding Pips, FTMO, well, what other established do we have? There's not much more. Let's see. Uh, like look at this. It's insane. It's insane. Like Funding Pips, most amount of payouts total. Latest payout was 45 minutes ago. That's insane. My Funded Futures, Funded Nicks, pretty established. Fiverr's pretty established. FTMO is probably here at the top. That's really it. I'm gonna be honest. That is probably really it. Like, and you don't need more than that. The maximum allocation all of them give you, and if you add futures on it, it's insane. I know that there's something going on. I have no idea, but since I have no idea, I wouldn't really comment on it either. So this is moving down also. This is good, by the way. The further, I wouldn't really want it to be much lower than this order block to open up the market. The market open. I would like it to stay around this order block so that the manipulation can be like quick boop and then goes higher. That's what I would like to see. Something yeah, this for sure. Let's see. Yeah, damn, it's just like kissing my stop loss goodbye. My break even goodbye. Working Pip. Oh, you were the actually I was looking into the CEO's Twitter, I think, and didn't he make a post about you? I think it was a Miguel. I can tell what would have been your strategy. Same thing. I trade the same absolutely everywhere. No, they don't, Patirko. I can tell you that it probably doesn't happen. DMD. I don't have. So that watch it now. Just absolutely pump. Watch it now, like market shift, boom, move higher. But now at this point, it's just okay. Let's see what it wants to do next. Because if this order block wasn't it, well, it probably is. But we can still go a little bit lower once this 4 hour closes back to this fair value gap. Then you find the low here, and I would be looking for longs. I just think that we're very, very close to a very large pump towards 39 and then 4,000. I don't think we gonna. No, I don't close trades before red folders. Only if I'm close to stop loss, like mega close. It's not going for that lows for those lows unless you're talking 5 minute lows. 5 minute lows could be, but we're not going for the 4 hour lows. Yeah, yeah. Can you put a stop loss and take profit? Of course you can. What is that question? People are looking for the holy grail for yeah, bro. I'm telling you that I don't want to comment on specific people, but let me tell you, if you pay over $1,000 to someone, which by the way, there's people that genuinely don't believe that there's something worth let's even say $10,000. Right? Let's say something is worth, like, would you guys, let me ask you this. Would you guys ever pay $10,000 for a trading course? Like, would you pay $10,000 for a trading course? I would love to know your answer. $10,000 for a trading course. I'm only drinking water. Like, I'm actually very interested. Is there anyone here that would be willing to pay $10,000 for a trading course? This, I would even say that this is pretty close uh, to an area where it would start moving bearish here. Like, this would be a pretty solid short if you start, once we start breaking lower. No, yes, no, 9,000, no, 10,000. No, no, never, no. Yes, never. In the current position, I mean, no, but it would depend on the value. Exactly, even $100, I will never buy a trading course. That is so stupid. Highest $1,000, but well, let's say this. What if? Because this is the thing. Technically, though, I gave you incomplete information. Well, I didn't. I gave you information 10K for a trading course. Okay, no. What if that course guarantees you that in the first year you're going to make $100,000? Right? It guarantees that you're going to make $100,000. Would you pay 10K? For no, actually, you have an 80% chance, 80% chance of making $100,000. Would that be something that you would be willing to do? No, not too good to be true. Literally, uh, terms and conditions says, if you don't, we will refund you all the money. Like literally, no. Again, I know it's not realistic. It's not even something that anyone can guarantee. By the way, I'm just saying terms and conditions would say this. Like terms and conditions say, if it doesn't happen, we refund you everything. So no risk on your side. Because this is the thing. You're looking at the monetary value of something and you're like, no, this is too expensive. Well, too expensive compared to what? It's expensive if you don't make any money from it, right? It's expensive if you never see a return, right? Like you can say the new iPhone is expensive, right? You can say that the new iPhone is expensive. To me, this was incredibly cheap. This is like a mega asset to me. This makes me thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars every single month. So while for some people this is incredibly expensive, for others, it just makes sense. So it's never about the price. It's about the value that you're being given. This is what you have to understand. So I don't care. Like, by the way, someone asked, would I? Let me tell you. I have paid the highest I've paid for a course was $19,500 for 6 months. $19,500. Craziest part? Mega worth it. I took so much advantage of that. It was insane. $19,500. Right? It depends on where you are. It's literally, by the way, it's literally what the answer that Miguel said. It's literally where you are. Because think about it. Would you let me give you another example. So let's say you're in a marriage, right? Some of you are in a relationship. How much would you pay for relationship counseling? Right? $100 an hour, $200 if is already fucking expensive. But if that person is good, then fair enough. Jeff Bezos would pay $200K. Right? It depends on the value. It just depends on the value. Because for someone that has $100K, paying $5K is nothing. But for someone that has 100, that they know they would never make the money back, then it doesn't make sense. So it depends on where you are. That is not true, Moyo. I don't know what population you're talking about, but that is not world population. Zero better leave. Oh my god. Like it's never about, like, it's always about the offer. Like, and it's funny that I'm saying this because it just brings it back to one thing that I was talking about with someone from my team recently. So okay, so let's do quick breakdown on NQ. Let me do this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this. Okay, let's do the breakdown for NQ today on the 29th of September. So we can see the daily is incredibly bullish. We reacted out of the order block we expected the market to react from. Now, keep in mind, we didn't really trade based off of here, right? We didn't trade off of here. We traded longs once we had the reaction. That is something very important to keep in mind, right? So I didn't long on Thursday, I longed on Friday. Unfortunately, in this case, we went back to the order block before moving higher. Market still moved basically to the direction we wanted, but it is what it is. Right now, we are at the high value area that I want to see the market reacting from. We have a fair value gap right here, a 1 hour fair value gap, and we have a 1 hour order block. What would I love to see? So where would we go first? Where would we go after? I would love if the market would open and would come down towards this fair value gap. It doesn't have to sweep these lows, right? It doesn't have to sweep these lows and then react bullish, giving us the confirmation. Now, if you want to be, I would recommend you being a little bit less aggressive today because we already had a very large movement. So what I would do once we reach this fair value gap, or if we reach this fair value gap, wait for a continuation entry or an entry model number 3 instead of waiting for the reversal, because the reversal might be a little bit tricky for the possibility of the market just keep dumping, right? So with that, what am I looking for? I think that the market is already at the level I want to see it react from, but I would love to see a market open, manipulation towards the higher time frame level, and then confirmation entries. Like that's what I would love to see, right? That's what I would like to execute on. And so with that, higher time frame key level, I think we are already there. The targets are going to be this 4 hour high. We're already reacting to the extreme. So it would be the 4 hour high. And then on the 1 hour, it would probably be like if we have enough of a risk reward. Let me keep this here. If we have enough of a risk reward, I'll be taking profits at 24.94.0. Just because, again, do I think the market is going to reach all-time high? 100%. Do I think it's going to do it today? I don't know. So with that, a little bit of a push lower, followed by the continuation higher would be amazing. We would have everything we want. Higher time frame PD array tapped, manipulation, and then the confirmation of the market moving bullish. And then let's say that the market just moves higher from here, right? It just moves higher from here, which is a possibility because again, we've already manipulated towards a good higher time frame PD array. Then we can still enter in continuations. Like, don't think that if the market just moves that, oh my God, now it's impossible to execute on. So with that, either something like a continuation here, or if we close bullish, I would want to see a 15-minute close, and I would want to execute on entry model number 3. Okay, with that, that's it. Peace. Okay, back here. Moyo, I don't get the fact that you said that the signal was given. You were literally the first person that made me go crazy on this stream because you said gold is short. So do this, 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 this. Boom, and here and there. Oof. I also forecasted the boop and then fucking piece of shit gold, man. Motherfucker. God damn. Fucking. Let me turn on the fucking AC. You want price to come back to your order block for value gap. How do you decide when you want to use which time frame PD array? Usually they overlap. Like 15-minute and 1 hour usually overlap. So it really doesn't make a difference if I do 1 hour or 15-minute. Like if I show you on NQ, like this is the 1 hour order block, but on the 15-minute chart, right? Like this is the 1 hour order block. So technically it really doesn't really make a difference. Like I wouldn't complicate it. Look at this fucker. Free counseling is a fair price. Maybe between you and your dog, man. He's gonna. This morning he was like, "Oh wait, so if I go in the pond, I'll get more attention in the morning." Okay, noted. From now on, it's like, sorry guys, no team meeting today. Dog went to the pond again. In this for oh shit, that's not what I wanted. For the next solid amount of time. Until you don't shower him and he's like, ugh, disgusting. Like, I don't know why you guys focus on sessions so much. Like, especially gold. Gold. What books do you advise? It's the thing. It's like, because now 12 Rules for Life. That's the best book in the world. For someone young, 12 Rules for Life is literally the best book in the world. No questions asked. So market open in 6 minutes. For older people. Let me see. I have a Notion with a lot of books that I've read. Let me check. To be honest, The Almanac by Naval Ravikant, very good. I would read a lot of philosophy also. I read a lot of philosophy. Mastery is very good. Is a very good book. Why We Sleep, very good. Anything that is Stoic philosophy, if you read between the lines, it's very good. Meaning discourses, Nicomachean Ethics. That one is a little bit harder. because it's Aristotle. I would go. Where is it? The art of no, I wouldn't do the art of happiness. Letters from a Stoic is very good. Oh, by the way, if you guys are going Stoicism, don't start with meditations. I don't like the meditations book. I think it's a little bit more. It's a little bit more confusing. Like it isn't, but it is at the same time. Bible is the best book for life. You know what? That is true. Hookah DXY is for me overall bullish. Have you ever heard have you ever read Happy Money? This I will say this. I don't like the no. I've never read Happy Money. Foods feed the millionaires. Like I think because the thing with anything that is like, oh yeah, money is just a tool. Fucking this, fucking it takes away from the fact that you have to be fucking you have to go at it when you're young. Like you have to go not not after money, but like you have to work hard, like very hard. And that doesn't come with like, oh, work life balance and blah blah blah. In most of the things that you are told is for people that want a normal life but want to be rich when they're 64. I want to be rich now. Are you religious? I don't know, man. So technically the answer to that kind of is no. But I think eventually I will be. If we trade only EU, do we need to look for GU for correlation? I think you would have a better edge if you would trade both and trade the one that is most bearish when you want to short, the one that is most bullish when you want to long. Skill over psychology. I fully agree with that. Oh, there. Oh my god. Listen, these 5 minutes before market open are absolutely insane all the time. Okay, so the strong manipulation has already happened, to be honest. So the question now is, does it continue? No, it's only a no trading day for me if like the 4 hour close is very, 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 very aggressive. That's when it would not be a trading day for me. But like now, this is the point where I would be again, I would definitely wait for more confirmation. Like a 15-minute reversal here would be beautiful, at least a 5-minute reversal. It's like anything in between here, I wouldn't really risk it. Like I think it'll happen, but it happening versus being worth the risk, those are two completely different things. And what news do we have today? We have President Trump speaking, and we have pending home sales at 3 p.m. Sure. I think this is a nothing burger. Even then, it's already so far into the day. I won't be trading at that time. So, okay. So, 5 minute is closing in 1 minute and a half. Look at this. God damn. God damn. So 30 seconds for the 5 minute to close. EU still moving bullish. GU still moving bullish, but not as bullish. So again, like you can't, it doesn't make sense to be shorting any of this, right? It's still bullish. It does not make sense to be shorting any of this. You wait for the market to come to you. Exactly the lesson we had on GU. You wait for the market to come to you. Same, it's what we're doing right now on NQ. And now you look at the 5 minute and you're like, oh yeah, this if I had to trade, I wouldn't long this as of now. And you'll see the next 5 minute is going to close and it's going to close bullish. And you're going to be like, oh yeah, this I would trade. Because now I do think we'll close above this fair value gap right here. This fair value gap is still holding up. So like this is the point. You're like, for now, you're still fighting the bearish PD raise. What's your advice for someone that is a forex trader and wants to start trading futures too? Futures is the best market. I'm telling you that. It's going to give you so many more opportunities. So it's going to be the same. It's going to be the same, but it's just on a faster pace, which is what we want in a specific time period. That was a 5-minute looking. So far, trash. Like, this is not looking bad, but it's also not looking good. Like right now, you want this to either break below this fair value gap or break above this one. And if I had to guess, it's going to break above this one. We still haven't closed above one. I want to see a close above here because then we'll also close above this order block. So like instantly you'll have 3 PD arrays of protection like that. Came back to the order block, now reacting bullish. Still always ends up bearish. Again, we haven't broken above this fair value gap. Five-minute closes in 1 minute. We'll look at the 15-minute candle close. Then I definitely have to go pee. It's always like this. Yes is mega bearish. Maybe that's, oh god, yeah, that is keeping. Oh my god, that is a wild. The discrepancy is insane. But it's also coming to a high value area. Who was it that said that? Dammy. That was good, Dammy. That was a very good point. That was very, very solid. Because the thing is, that just tells me, well, one, that this is going to be low probability conditions, but two, that if ES turns bullish, then NQ is just going to rip. It's going to pump so much. We haven't closed above, even though you could consider it. Like if you really like, for example, if ES was mega bullish and NQ was mega bullish, this would be like I would already execute on a market order here. Because I would be willing to be so much more aggressive. But like the lower the probability of the trade, the less aggressive I have to be in order for it to make sense. Yes, at the 1 hour order block. Do we have a fair value gap? No, we have an order block right here. ES, like if we're moving bullish, ES is probably pretty close to find its low too. But this is tricky because if ES breaks through, then NQ eventually is just going to break through too. We have 15-minute close in 2 minutes. What is the candle size though? Like this, just 25 handles. This is very, very low. There you go. That's ES respecting the order block. NQ absolutely pumping. So yeah, call that a perfect forecast, right? Yeah, I don't personally, I really don't like Dow. Yeah, yeah, sir. Like inside of my community, like literally one of the things that we mention as being low probability, 100% is correlated assets being uncorrelated. And by the way, I don't consider Dow to be a correlated asset to ES and Q because then I would never trade because Dow is that stupid. Okay, next 15-minute candle. This is exactly what we wanted. I think we'll have follow through now towards final targets. Okay. With that, hope you all enjoyed. Hope you were taking, hope you took some value from this. Hope you're able to see on gold, ES, everything, the correlation of, okay, if you're bullish, then you have to long NQ. Same thing is going to happen when you're bearish. You'll have to short GU and not EU. And so with that, I hope you all enjoyed. Good 2 hours, a lot of value being given, trades, everything. So I will see you all next Monday. Peace.